Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Okay, so let's say we already know the impact of a bad, toxic client. We know what you can do ahead of time, but let's say that you're in the throes of it. You've got the difficult client. How do you walk away? When to walk away? Do you renegotiate? How do you handle it?
Wow. That's going to depend a lot on, thinking of one client who had some really unreasonable, of course, I'm on my client's side, but I think they were unreasonable and it wound up in a lawsuit. He finally said, I can't handle this anymore, and he's out. He allowed it to get to that point, though, by responding what I think, I hate to say improper, because, that puts a burden on it. It's never okay to get mad and show it. Okay? That's a good rule to follow. It is okay to get mad, but not to show it. And it's because it's working against you. The other side is controlling you when they get you angry and start controlling your behavior. You can leave and come back later, calm down, find somebody like a good coach or a good friend, calm things down and think, is there another way to say what I'm thinking? And get off the thing about telling, well, but they said this and they said this. I shouldn't have to. That's one thing I hear all the time. I shouldn't have to be polite or ask them to pay me. Well, they haven't paid you and they're being not polite, impolite, going to damage you. So you shouldn't have to, but guess what? You do. If you want, you do. You're in control. And so, you have to eat crow a lot of times. And there are people that are listening right now say, I'd never do that. I say, okay. But there's a way through almost anything. And sometimes it really bothers you from the eating crow standpoint. But to be calm, rational, and try to find a way through and get out as quickly as you can, but by providing at least a minimum. The real bug isn't the lawsuit, it's the 10 one-star
reviews,
Google reviews. And it's okay to get those as long as you respond to them. I mean, you can't say, oh, no, but, you can use AI to come up with pretty good, sorry you feel that way. It would have been different if your check had cleared. Something like that.
No, the reputation hits are definitely the thing that you're worried about the most. Obviously, there are some lawsuits that can be extremely, detrimental to your business, but there's ways around those and they can cost a lot too. But I think the way that I would approach it, I love that you said, keep your cool. You've got to stay level-headed and you've got to determine, in my eyes, you have to make the decision of like, hey, we're done with this. Like you make the decision, this is done. Okay. Once you've decided that, then you can determine, all right, we're done with this client. How are we going to get out? Maybe getting out means finishing the project, right? But maybe getting out means that you don't finish the project, you pass it off, you end things, but you concede and say, we're done, we're going to refund your money, whatever. But once you've made the decision, you can start to think about a way out. And you determine your way out based upon the costs. Calculate the costs. Hey, if I were to actually finish this out, what would it cost us, right? What's it going to do to our team? What's it going to do to our capacity? What's it going to do to our profit margin? And if the costs really don't line up, like you're going to lose money, your team's going to be like really upset. They've already said they're done with it. You're missing out on these next 3 projects that are with existing clients that are great. Then it's a walk away moment where you figure out how you can literally get off of the job. If none of those things are happening, like, no, the team's fine. We actually don't have any jobs lined up. It's just that we're losing money on it. Okay, how can we finish this job as quickly as possible? Because it's a real constraint on our business. It's a real constraint on our time, on our team. So then you figure out, okay, all hands on deck. Let's be overly of service to this customer to get this done the way they want it. And let's write down everything that they want to get out of it. but you just got to end the cycle. If you continue the cycles of like all this stuff going on and you're, constantly going back and forth in communication, there's the punch list just keeps growing and there becomes a punch list to the punch list. Like you just have to finish it. And so whatever it takes to do that, you've got to stop it. But you've got to get it written down. You've got to get signatures and you've got to over communicate as well. You're probably doing all that. It's not that you might be doing all of those things in some capacity, but you've really got to put all of your energy on it. And sometimes that means losing money on it in the short term so that you can get out of it and you can go on to the next thing that, you learn from. You set up procedures to avoid those things from happening in the future to where you're qualifying jobs. You have a punch list system that solidifies it. It's signed, it's detailed.
Change
also
orders.
depends if you're collecting payment. Yeah, change orders are a huge one. Are you collecting payment frequently enough? I know some people, all their money's tied up in the job, and so they're, victim to the client essentially. They have a ransom on them. So changing the way that your payment terms and when you take draws on the job and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think you have to calculate the costs.
Yeah, and I'm jumping back, but one of the best things, the more I listen to this, the more I'm just thinking the thing is don't get into it in the first place. Everybody says that. Everybody knows that. But you do have the pressures of needing work. You don't necessarily see all the negatives that are coming. But one thing that's kind of fun to do is take your guys and talk about what makes a great client.
Yeah.
Just ask them and say, well, how, and they'll have opinions, what makes a bad client. And then write out a checklist of things that you can start looking for when you're negotiating with people. And, but you've given it thought and, you don't get to walk away from every difficult situation because good people can have disagreements, but it's how you handle it. And does it escalate? Doesn't mean you have to roll over and take everything in the shorts either, and give away all the money, but you can treat it rationally and respectfully and ultimately come out and learn and add that to your list of what makes a great client or what makes a bad one.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.